We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the London Black Knights. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? But if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, he might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting. In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 16 yards there, 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Looking to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Wide open receiver, complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Now, this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is is going to be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
New York set to take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right, number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Let's go!
They'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They go play action here on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Now a handoff looking right. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out. He'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 19 in picking up the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. On third down, it's Simon, and he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Now a toss play. This is Pumphrey. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And caught left side, Olsen. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. And they rattle off a big one, 48 yards. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. On first down, Mahomes. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Now this time Mahomes will throw. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. Back with more after this. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Chris Jones in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's McKenzie. And he's brought down. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
When big runs occur, sometimes there's a sense that things were pretty easy, and that one carried him down inside the 10. But getting into the end zone now, that won't be easy at all, because you're going to face different defenses and not as much real estate to work with. Will they be able to run it, or will they have to throw it in order to try and score?
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the press. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk. This is a big decision here.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They'll run again with Pumphrey. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Jordan Leggett the target there. And that takes us from second to third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. He'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Back to throw now on first down. Buying time to his left. And some room to work. And a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The escapability in evidence there, as that one good for 15 and a first. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 42 yards out. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short. So we've come to halftime at a 5-point game, as we will send you back stateside to Orlando and say hello to Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Oh, a design run for their wideout. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Mahomes now on first down. Flush to his right, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Fresh set of downs here. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking left-sided, it's complete. And now look at him go. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are able to strike for 6.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
Let's go. Flex round.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
And a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Steps away to his left. He is going to find Hill here. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Elliott now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. And New York set to take the field.
Here we go! Ohio!
Now a play fake here on first down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Let's go!
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Come on, let's go! Ohio! Let's go!
And he'll give it here to his running back. Finding room to the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now they try the right side here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Welcome back now here in London. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Keeper using his legs to hurt him. First down. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys are going to take the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. New York set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there for the Jets. 66 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. They run with Pumphrey, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So the D-line's going to spread out. And he'll give it here to his running back. And down to the 36-yard line here. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Tie game here. Time starting to run down. The defense really needs to try and keep this game tied, see if they can get the ball back for the offense. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Mahomes to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
I think we just saw an example of a game situation that I know is discussed, practiced to the nth degree, go right out the window, and a chance to win the game as well.
Yeah, protect the football. On the other side, you're taught to get in there and rake it out. They did just that.
I mean, they go over this starting in OTAs and mini camps. You go through these situations, and that's the way a lot of teams like to end practice. Finish it off with this type of a drive, kick the game-winning field goal. Everyone feels good and heads to the locker room. In this case, though, they're not going to feel so great about it.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run here with Pumphrey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Play fake. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now, defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come out here in the eye. 2nd and goal. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
The finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. And now back out comes the offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down.